What in the elevator music was that?
What in the elevator music? Yeah.
I was like, this doesn't fit the theme.
Maybe not right for the thumbnail there.
I don't get to drive the audio board, so you can't blame me. Is that what the show's gonna be?
Yeah, just this.
Just a close-up of Chad's hand?
For the entire
Nice.
show. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday. Yeah, we got something different tonight. It's going to be fun. We've been thinking about doing this for a while.
But truthfully, like, this one's kind of your baby.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just here to participate.
From the mind of Chad.
Yeah. He also just loves Mean Girls, so.
I won't lie. I do.
You can't sit with us.
You can't sit with us. It doesn't go here. Yeah, so that's sort of where this thing came from. You know, the high school cafeteria, like the cliques, right?
The cliques.
And if we were to take that formula and apply it to, we're going to say the Kentucky Bourbon Trail distilleries plus Buffalo Trace and Barton 1792.
The major Kentucky distilleries.
They're too cool to be on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. I wonder where they're going to land. But we want your all's help. This is going to be a cumulative thing. I got a chart over here that we're going to fill in. And if we need inspiration, obviously we can grab pours from those distilleries. Mm-hmm. But to start things off, we've got a little pour.
We have a sample shout out
right here.
Pour. Mm-hmm. Yes, so this is from Chris P. This is the Leopold Brothers and Three Chambers Rye. It's 100 proof, 4-year-old bottled in bond. This is our first experience with this one.
Yeah, he also sent us the Dickel Leopold collaboration rye, which is 100 proof. We have that as well. We thought we would get this going here.
It smells like apricots.
Mm-hmm.
And pancakes.
Yeah, a little grain forward. 4-year rye, 100 proof. Yeah, bottle and bond.
Woo, that's different.
Got a little, honestly, like maple.
It does have a mapley, and it coats your mouth really nice, which I like, but there's an interesting note in that rye.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Almost, I mean, it's got the mintiness, but almost like the texture with the mintiness. For a second, I was like, toothpaste? But not quite. No. Not crispy.
Crispy?
No, Chris.
Well,
P.
That's now your nickname, Chris. Crispy.
Great. I'm sure he loves that.
I'm sure.
We have one other order of business, and it's I need every single person in this chat to wish John Wadsworth a happy 40th birthday tomorrow.
No, Johnny Wad.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the name that he goes by, but...
Then why is Joseph Brazo calling him that?
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, happy birthday to John.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
A patron. Who we've gotten to see recently. So
You're still young.
Is that what you tell yourself?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We do have one more sample shout out. This is one that actually we kind of forgot a couple of weeks ago, and we're like, oh, we didn't do that.
Some of these are late, but better late than
Obviously.
never.
I mean, this one was late too.
We've been working on reorganizing some things, and some things got lost in the shuffle. Not lost, but
misplaced in the shuffle.
Misplaced.
Yeah, so we
Overlooked.
were at Heaven Hill a month or two, probably about two months
closer
ago.
to 3 months ago.
And I mean, we had to be in Bardstown, and Heaven Hill was almost opening, so we're like, well, let's just go.
We'll swing by. Stand in line for 30 and...
There's a couple people out there, and a couple of them were Paul and Tom. And Paul has the Office Cigar Lounge. So you can say, I'm going to the office.
I love that.
And they mean they're going to the Office Cigar Lounge. So this is a pick that they did. This is a Solomon Scott, sorry. It's not Scout at all.
That's on it.
Scott Rye Whiskey. So this is their pick. It's 97.3 proof, and it is 5 years old. This is from Spirits of French Lick. So we'll be diving into this at some point.
Yes.
Thank you guys very much for passing that along to us.
I believe they're located in Indiana, so if you're ever in the area and you want to go to the office, you want to go to the office cigar lounge.
Mm-hmm.
They've got picks.
They got picks. So yeah, good to see a lot of people in here. Good to see those happy birthday Johns rolling in.
Yes.
And good to see that crispy chicken there from Crispy.
Also, I don't want to set a precedent. Like,
where are you?
We were alerted to the fact that it is John's birthday.
There's the man.
So, there he is.
Crispy.
He likes it. All right. Yeah, heard it before. He's got it. We were alerted to the fact that it's John's birthday tomorrow. If you want a birthday shout out, then you just gotta say the word, because I don't
Call the hotline and we'll read your name
I
on
don't
air.
keep a calendar for all 88,000 subscribers
No.
and all of our patrons.
Right.
I don't have a birthday calendar for you guys, so.
Anyone want to champion that and get that going for us?
Oh, I thought you were saying to vote that I should do it, and I was like, that's a full-time job.
No. Does anyone want to have that full-time job and do it for us?
Yeah, right.
Lots of blue in the chat right now. A lot of
mods.
mods. Loving that.
Oh.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Shall we recap that we did not advance at Matt Madness on Friday?
Well, spoilers if you wanted to
Spoilers.
watch it, but yeah.
It's too late. It's 2 days. That's old news, Chad.
Old news.
It's been 2 days since we lost.
The news cycle moves quick. So, not that we're making excuses, but here's an excuse. Do not go on a barrel pick where you taste 10 barrel-proof bourbons and then retaste because you're trying to pick one of those 10. And then later in the night,
Compete in a nosing and tasting
blind game. It does not work out well.
It doesn't. But when Matt said, does this date work for everyone? I wasn't going to be like, we can't do that date because
sorry.
we're going on a barrel pick that morning. We'll be home at 10 whenever.
We'll be at a Four Roses
Yeah.
barrel pick.
Yeah.
Love
so.
it. But look at this cool glass that you got from it.
I had a great time doing both their things.
It's got Four Roses private barrel program written right there.
Murder.
Murder, yeah.
Murder.
from Matt's thing. Yeah, haven't had a glass shaped like this before.
No, we don't
so
have
that's
one of
pretty
those.
cool.
Yeah. And we picked what I think, not that I don't want to win Matt Madness, but what I think is equally as important is that we picked an excellent Four Roses.
How long have you been up there, Amy? I didn't even notice that. I guess I was just hitting buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah, congrats to Dutch, and now we're rooting for him.
Yeah, absolutely. A good competitor. Mm-hmm. We were neck and neck there.
Yeah, so close.
If I had gotten one more point.
If you were just if you had guessed one proof point in the right direction, you would have tied, and we already knew that you won the tiebreaker, so you would have won.
So close.
One proof point away.
I think for me, that makes it worse, because then I beat myself up over that 1 point.
Uh-huh. Do we want to announce the recipe that we picked, Sarah?
I think we should.
Okay.
Let's do it.
We picked an OBSF.
It's 11 years and 1 month, but it won't be bottled until June, so it'll probably end up being like 11 years, 3 months, or something like that.
Yeah. Around 125 proof, though they won't know the final proof until bottling. Mm-hmm. They say it's around there, and it's good. It's good stuff. We had a great pick team, and
man, that Four Roses pick experience is one of the best.
Chef's kiss.
The fact that we got to try all of them, all 10 recipes. I've never been on a Four Roses pick before where I got to try all 10. They said it's
me either.
Lately, especially the past couple of years, you might get 6, 7, 8 of them, but we got to try all 10, which...
My very first barrel pick was in 2016. It was a Four Roses. And even back then, didn't have all 10 recipes.
And I gotta say, it was pretty tough because... there was not... It wasn't like half of them were like, yes, absolutely, going on to the next round, and the other half we were like, they're good, but falling off. They all were excellent for their own reasons, and so it made it pretty tough.
Absolutely.
I wish we could have taken more than one barrel home. That would have been nice, but
I'd love to have done that.
We gotta leave some for everybody else.
First super chat of the evening comes from Sean Dobbins, who actually just posted a beautiful picture of our 5-year anniversary cut crystal Glencairn on his Instagram.
And he makes our
barrel stave and
John,
cigar holder.
Or not John.
Sean,
feel free to drop your shop link because he makes all kinds of other goodies, but he does these for us.
But he says, cheers, Chad and Sarah and all the amazing people here. Currently sipping on a Fred Minnick Show Elijah Craig pick. So good. Hoping to get your Four Roses pick.
Yeah, so that one, we don't know how many bottles we're going to have yet. We don't know when it's going to be released yet because, like we said, they won't bottle it till their June bottling. Then who knows how long it takes to go from there to the distributor to the retailer. But... yeah, those will be what I can assume is highly sought after. Yeah. So I would expect those to sell out before they make it all the way through Patreon.
Absolutely.
If they make it through to the $10 tier, I think I might be surprised.
I would agree with that. Next super chat is from Neil across the pond. He says, "What do you recommend I get in the UK?" Great show. Thank you, Neil. That's a tough question because...
we don't really know what the availability looks like over there.
Yeah, I was just reading a comment from someone in Australia. I don't know if that's not where you are.
But just as an example that we don't know.
Yeah, they're saying, well, it was on our Woodford, when we were drinking Woodford all show, said that Woodford is actually lower proof over there in Australia, because in Australia, and I believe this is right, they get taxed per proof. So they lower things down to help on those taxes. So I don't think it's like that over there in the UK. I know you have 700 ml bottles instead of the 750 over here, which is weird. But I would say go to France, go to La Maison du Whiskey and buy something there. I don't know how close you are to France.
That's a good Blanton's to have.
Yeah, that's about as good of advice on what to get in the UK as we are prepared to offer you.
Honestly, yeah, maybe we should do some research on that. We don't get asked the international questions very often.
Well, James says Redbreast 12. Good Irish whiskey. Yeah, we do like that.
I mean, I wonder if it sounds like they have access to Blanton's. Vidal there says that they have so many Blantons, so I would assume that means that you have access to Buffalo Trace. So if you can find Eagle Rare and it's a good price,
yeah,
I think that's a solid, 10-year-old. I mean, if you don't mind the 90 proof, I think it's tasty for.
Why do Canadians make shitty bourbon?
I don't know.
Because it's not bourbon; it's Canadian whiskey. Is
that a trick question, JJ?
It tastes different.
Shitty whiskey.
It sounds like a setup to a punchline.
It does sound like. I'm like, what's the rest
of the joke? Why?
Why do they? Ooh, I don't know. I don't think Bardstown Bourbon Company
is over there.
It distributes there. Yeah. I don't even think they distribute everywhere in the U.S. yet. So I'd say it's unlikely.
Yeah, they're still growing.
Anywho, shall we get to our topic?
Let's do it.
Now that we're 12 minutes in.
Let's do it. So, as we said, every distillery on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, plus Buffalo Trace and Barton, makes a total of 18. I don't think we'll be able to I'll be shocked if we get through all 18 tonight. But we want to assign them, if they were tables in a cafeteria, cliques. So before this, I kind of did some Googling, and I found this article.
You had to Google what high school cliques were? Well, okay, so first, time out. Before we get into this, Chad, what was your clique?
I was probably a floater.
Same.
Yeah, I could fit into a lot of different circles, and I kind of did, depending on, just who I was around. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't really fit into, I'd either say floater or as boring as it is.
But you were
normals.
In band.
I was.
And you were in a band. No?
Not in high school. That was right after high school.
But you were also like AV, right?
Well, yeah. Okay.
And then, weren't you in the chess club too?
No, there was no chess club.
Oh.
I learned how to play chess.
You learned how to play chess.
In Latin class.
That's right.
So my high school was a weird high school. One, it was very small.
Like so small, right?
Very small. Like a graduating class of less than 50 people.
Wow, that's really small.
I feel like if pop culture has taught me anything, it's that in high school, the people who are in band are referred to as band geeks. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like that at my school. All the cool people, the most attractive girls, were in band. Some of the football players, basketball players were in band. So we didn't really have band geeks.
Band was the thing to do.
It kind of was. We were 1A school for sure. And the AV thing that came around, we didn't have a media class until my junior year. I completely dove into that headfirst and loved it. Mm-hmm. Took it three in a row somehow, and I was actually teaching the new teacher by the second year because of the football coach.
Oh, so you were one of those guys.
Well, the football coach was asked to teach media, and he knew nothing about it.
Right. He was just he thought that meant just put in a tape and press play.
Right. So I was teaching him stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't call myself an AV club kid either. Mm-hmm. That a lot of times has negative connotations. We didn't have those guys who would come in and push the cart that had the TV and the VCR or the overhead projector or whatever.
What's the short version of this story?
End. End. There we go.
What should we drink while we do this?
Oh boy. I don't know. But...
Because I want to give the cowbell cheers for all the super chats. You know what? Y'all just get a triangle for being patient. And Michael, for you too.
Well, here's one from Joe.
Oh, go ahead.
Super chat from Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. We appreciate that. From Michael, go ahead.
He says, multitasking watching y'all and the Giants game and trying to decide on an after-dinner pour. Cheers to your content ingenuity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael.
I'm not trying to be rude. I really am interested in your story, but I also want to get something in our glass.
No, I feel you. It's not a cut and dry story. Well, we could go. So we wrote them down.
Oh, what was I like? Thanks for asking, Chad. So polite of you.
Here we go. Where were you like, Sarah?
Kind of the same.
Okay.
Like, hung out with some kids who did drama and theater, wasn't in it. Some people who were in band. I was in band at one point, quit.
Really,
not
yeah.
interested in it.
Right.
You know, some of the, would you call them emo? I don't know. You could have called me that.
We weren't even big enough
I
to
got
have...
called that.
We weren't even big enough to have an emo clique.
And, like, other kids who, like, actually had bands who, like, did Battle of the Bands, like,
Right.
hung out with them, too.
Didn't have that.
Kind of, like, grungy kids. So, I had kind of just... But, yeah, I wouldn't say I belonged to any one.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. And we want to hear about...
Oh, and also the AP nerds.
Advanced placement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was in some AP classes.
I was in some AP classes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't I was average to above average student. I wasn't
AP
in...
minus?
I wasn't in all the AP classes. I was in English because I loved English. I could always come
really?
up
Okay.
with stories. We're talking about me again. I wrote down all the distilleries here, so we can either go in order and start with Angel's Envy and try to figure out where it fits, or do we get the obvious ones out of the way first?
I think we get the obvious ones out of the way.
Okay.
But first, can I get something to drink?
Let's do Buffalo Trace then. So let's
Okay.
get some Buffalo Trace. Something from Buffalo Trace in our glass.
I mean, are you offering? Because I see a George T. Stagg back there that has my name on it.
Go for it.
Well, you're closer to
Oh
it.
my god. The dog's here.
The dog is here. I wish I could show you. She's laying just so nicely. Well, now she's up. Why are you up?
Do you want...
Sure, give me that.
Okay.
We shall finish this media sample from 2020. Yeah, this needs to be finished. I bet.
Is there enough to share?
I could share with you.
Okay.
Ooh, it smells so
Or I
great.
could get... Yeah, you just... Well, okay. Yeah, share with me.
We will share.
So Buffalo Trace.
I think it's obvious. That
Definitely part of the cool kids.
everyone wants to be them. They're highly sought after, hard to get.
So the our vote is the populars. If you have a strong opinion...
The populars. You're so old!
No, it's like...
The populars.
That was from the internet, Sarah.
But some old person wrote that too.
Oh my god.
Yes, the populars. The cool kids. Okay, who's into the cool kids? So we got populars.
Populars, jocks.
Well, how is our populars different from jocks? Are populars just rich kids?
You can... Popular... They're just popular.
And why are floaters under cool kids? Because I don't think that you're hoping
Because you
that...
can... I didn't put that. And then the good ats.
Good at.
You're good at, you know, just
So, like, talented.
Talented people. According to this article, where they actually did research on real kids at real schools,
Okay.
those are the 4 categories under the cool kids, okay? I would put Buffalo Trace in the populars. If you guys feel
agree.
strongly either way, please put it into... See, like Ben's saying, jocks. Some distilleries are jocks. I don't think it's Buffalo Trace though.
Okay, so I might think that something that's a little bit more, it's popular, but also kind of a workhorse,
Oh,
might be in jocks. Like,
so cherry.
oh, or maybe jocks has to be like award winning, right? Because they win trophies and stuff.
Oh, they do bring home
They bring home the medals.
hardware. Yeah.
Yeah, but so that could also be Buffalo Trace. You could argue that because they do win a lot of awards. Who's another award winning?
But who would be more popular than Buffalo Trace? You know?
Right. Well, I don't know.
Everyone wants Blends. Everyone wants BTAC. Everyone wants the Wellers. I feel like they've got to be popular.
Mark says think of Beam as jocks. I was just thinking, too, that Beam could be
Okay.
jocks.
Let's get caught up here. Joseph Brazo saying jock/art/theater/comic book nerd here. Shocker. Just kidding. I ate with everyone, and AP didn't exist back then. Cheers. Okay, thank you, Joseph.
I'll tell you what, I like this episode concept just for the sole fact that I get to drink
To
George
drink
T. Stagg
George T.
whenever I
Stagg.
want.
Yeah. Nick saying not a surf popular.
Like the band?
Not a surf. Popular. Very much BTAC.
Yeah. I think I understand.
Okay. Chat confused. Trev Wilson, the Bourbon Wrench here, saying, I hit the very insignificant yet
correction,
significant
the very significant
5K subs today. Wanted to thank you for being such an influence on my work and being better friends. Also starting a Jaeger/shot fund.
Oof.
This makes $24 out of 100. Sorry, incorrect, Trev, but we still appreciate that super chat.
Give you the triangle for the 5K, but now I'm thinking of revoking it for the mention of Jaeger. I'll still give it to you.
Also, how's
Trev,
that
were you in the yacht club?
Are you adding? I guess you're adding up.
He's adding them.
Okay, well that's incorrect. Yeah, the yacht club. So we also look. This is gonna be one of those episodes we're going to really pay attention to the chat here. So Birthday Boy is saying the Buffalo Trace is definitely the populars, but I also saw, Buffalo Trace are too cool for school. Where was that one that I saw?
I don't know.
So do nerds get a category tonight?
Yes.
Categories are open. They can be, we can talk about that as we go. But
we're using the basis of this article that Chad found to start.
Smart kids or nerds. Nerds!
So Andrew is saying, he's got a super chat, saying cheerleaders, hard to get. I would put that in populars.
Yeah.
Right?
Which would fit Buffalo Trace.
Right.
Okay.
I guess.
So for those recent...
We're being also very stereotypical in this episode. Like, please don't let us boil down your entire personality if you did one of these things in high school to just this one thing, right? We're all complex people.
It's true. But for those recent super chats. I guess you could also put, shop. I think,
You're getting way too many categories.
Shop or, those are kind of... Trev said, metalheads. I think we would have to lump them into emo and goths.
Would you? I don't think I agree with that. I would put... No.
No?
I mean... Okay, so... It's like... I don't know.
Do we want to go through... Okay, let's do that.
I think they would go here.
We've already listed the 4 that are on the cool kids. Populars, jocks, floaters, good ads.
And we don't have to assign all of them.
Then we have emo, goths, anime and manga fans. And again, this is from that website. Loners.
Do we really...
I'm not saying we have to use these. I'm just reading.
Okay.
Then we have fine arts kids.
Okay.
The brains. Mm-hmm. That would be nerds. Normals.
What does that even mean, though?
There's nothing really to say about the person.
How are they different than a floater?
They don't float into other groups.
They just exist. Wow.
But there's
they're just boring. They just have nothing about them.
Basically, there's no determining factor that's big enough to categorize them. And then stoners.
Okay.
And those are the 12 that this article... But then I started writing down band kids. Your class clowns, your comedy fans, right? Your foreign exchange students, your AV club, your Future Farmers of America, your FFA. That was a big thing in my school. Your school transfers or your new kids.
No one else's school.
Yeah, well, it wasn't mine.
Yeah, what about hippies?
Hippies, yeah. I kind of thought the people who kind of appropriated other cultures and, they were like... I don't know. I kind of thought that might be another one too. I don't know. They or maybe from a different time. They really identified with music that had nothing to do with their time period, or movements,
or I don't know.
Just hippies, or they think they're a Rastafarian, even though that has nothing to do with their background. That type of thing. But we got James Wolverton here. There's super chat. Buffalo Trace, the hot girl that's guys are too intimidated to ask out. Yeah, I would agree with that too.
Okay, so we've established Buffalo Trace.
We have.
So maybe instead of looking at these categories and saying, okay, what fits in, let's do distillery, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think Buffalo Trace, that was an easy one, right?
Well, hold on. I gotta get it.
Well, while you talk about that.
Whoops.
2 other ones that I've seen mentioned are Heaven Hill and Beam. Now, those aren't the only 2 that have been mentioned. A lot of other people have mentioned things as well. But what do we think about... I feel like Beam is... It doesn't often get recognized, right? It kind of flies under the radar sometimes. And then... But it's, solid, It's a good choice. You'd be like, those are good dudes. Right? But maybe just not everybody recognizes that. How would we categorize them? I don't know that they fall into floaters, because I feel like that's maybe Heaven Hill's the floaters, because they could be Some of their stuff is for everyone. Some of their stuff wins awards. Some of their stuff is like super hard to get, you know, and allocated. So maybe they're kind of that.
So here we go. I've started it. I've got Buffalo Trace right here. Plugged in to, this is their table.
Okay,
This is a guide to Bourbon High. That's our
geez.
high school. It's called Bourbon High. So I got the populars as Buffalo Trace right here. Can make that a little smaller. Fit in there.
Ben says Michter's equals daddy's money.
You know, I've been thinking about Michter's, and I'm kind of thinking Michter's might be the brains, because they seem to be, you know, they're really into the low barrel entry proof and a lot of things. I don't want to get behind on super chats here. This one's from Chris R. He says, as someone who was in high school in the late 90s, where's the skater category? That's
Agreed.
true.
Where's the skater category? And where does it go on your Post-its? I don't know. I feel like Bardstown Bourbon Company is, I don't know. Are they like fine arts? Because like the blending, the mingling, or are they,
Well, so what did we say? Sorry.
Are they like good ats?
I was kind of...
I saw.
I didn't hear exactly what you said.
Okay, so I was talking about Jim Beam and Heaven Hill. And I was talking about how I think Heaven Hill could be a potential candidate for the floaters because they can fit in with lots of different, like, when we think about, like, yeah, they could fit in with the populars. You know, you have those limited Heaven Hill releases every year. But then they also have those, like, everyday, very accessible things. You know, there's something for everyone under the Heaven Hill umbrella.
Heaven Hill,
they do bottle and bond. They have rise. Like, they have low end. They have high end. They kind of do everything. So I kind of thought that maybe they could be a floater because, like, they could fit in with... You could find a bottle from Heaven Hill that could probably fit in any of these categories. I don't know.
What do you all think?
Do you agree with that assessment, or are they something else?
Heaven Hill would be the floaters.
And I feel like Jim Beam is more of one of those that's, like, flies under the radar, that's really solid and good, but maybe not everybody recognizes them.
Let's think of Jim Beam one way. They sell the most bourbon out of anyone. They have the best-selling bourbon. Now, it's Jim Beam White Label, but they're popular in that way. We've already got popular taken care of. But they're also very... I mean, you look at Freddie No. They're very down-home. I think they're FAA. I think they're the future farmers of America. Personally.
I don't know.
Let that one sink in. Roger says... Wilderness Trail equals the brains, since that they have a kick-ass lab. Peerless is the cute best friend forever. BFF girl who copies off of them, uses their yeast. Oh.
I love this.
We don't have Peerless actually in here because they're not on the trail. But that I mean that makes sense.
You guys are funny. I love this. Kevin, thank you so much, both for the super chat and for saying I always agree with Sarah.
Oh, Kevin.
That gets a triangle cheers. Sorry for your headphones.
Roger.
Both of you, yes, a triangle cheers for everyone.
We got people asking where's Evan Williams. It's on the list.
It's on the list. Yeah, I guess we broke it out from Heaven Hill. Because I kind of feel like...
Yeah.
I don't know. I know you said you think Jim Beam is the future farmers, but I really feel like... That's got to be something more craft that does their own like grains or something.
Country crowd, because at my high school,
grows their own corn. You know. You know,
you had the guys who wore the cowboy hats and the dusters and the cowboy boots. That was definitely a clique at my high school. So I feel like, what would you call them? Cowboys, I guess.
Gosh, I don't know. Maybe they're just not on this list.
Beam is the jock.
I kind of think that they are, because like you said, they sell the most, right? Or I don't know.
They bring home the numbers.
But I think...
They have the quantity.
I didn't see anybody disagreeing with Heaven Hill being being the floaters. But Scott says that MGP is the floater. That kind of makes sense, too, because they can go under lots of different labels. Interesting.
All right. Nothing's written in stone.
Jeff the Creed FAA. I kind of like that. They're not on the Bourbon Trail list, but this is interesting. I like that because they do grow their own corn and stuff there.
All right.
I like that.
Heaven Hill. They will be sitting Why does that keep doing that?
I don't know.
Sometimes I hate Photoshop. I'm just not very good at it, but...
And you're trying to do it one-handed and distracted, so there's that.
Can I lock this freaking layer? Lock the layer. You keep moving on me. You piece of...
You and Photoshop need to have this fight a different time.
I know. Lock yourself. Computer, lock.
You're a goof.
I don't know. All right, Heaven Hill. Like, just... You are who I want to move. You... Not you! You see me clicking on it!
Shh. It's okay.
My God. You.
They can't see what you're doing.
Okay, I found the lock.
Okay.
You, sir, are locked. Don't move.
Mm-hmm.
And you move anyway.
Why don't we not do this? Oh, they
Yeah, but it's gonna take forever and a day.
Yeah, let's not.
I have it on the move tool. You.
There we go.
God.
Sheesh.
My God.
I'm scared.
I mean, Photoshop's a great program, but sometimes it's just like, be more dumb.
It's okay. Okay, back to what we were doing. Oh yeah, where's Four Roses on this list?
Oh, where is Four Roses? Because I left them off.
You did. Well, it's fine. Okay. One that I think would be interesting was to do the Fine Arts Kids. I saw a vote for Heaven Hill, or not Heaven Hill, Angel's Envy for the Fine Arts Kids. I feel like whoever that turns out to be has to be like, I don't know, very, I think theatrical or like over the top, like very talented, but also they know it. Does that make sense? What do we think about that? Because I don't know. Makers has been doing some experimental stuff. Could be. I don't think it's like...
I think Wild Turkey's the potheads.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I don't think that like Evan Williams or Bulleit or Lux Row or Town Branch is on here, or like Woodford, they're not the Fine Arts Kids, I don't think. I kind of think Bardstown Bourbon Company is the Fine Arts Kids.
Did we read Scott? MGP
yes,
is the Florida
I read
for sure?
that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We got Brian Berenicki here.
Chad is the angry teacher / lunchroom monitor.
Right now I am. It's true.
Ooh, Michael says Foregate equals Fine Arts. Foregate for Fine Arts. Wow, okay.
Yeah, but our challenge is we're sticking to the trail.
Well...
Sticking to the trail. I don't have logos for those others right now.
Technically, Foregate sources from all of these people.
Yeah, but it's undisclosed, so it's hard to know who they have and who they haven't.
Sure, but just like in fine arts, you could also have a jock who is doing fine arts things.
That's true.
Or a stoner who's doing fine arts things, right?
Yeah.
So I think that you could argue for that.
You could. I just can't.
Oh, you can't make it on your screen.
Yeah.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still kind of think if Bardstown Bourbon Company isn't Fine Arts Kids, then who are they? They're not the loners. They're not.
I mean, they are. So the thing about Bardstown Bourbon Company is they have become super successful without having the history. Like our great grandpappy made it this way. Like, and they're doing like the amplification of bourbon. They've got modern things. So I do think they are artistic in that fact. And they take, distillates from different places and they combine them. And much like you would combine colors to make, primary colors to make a new color or different mediums, mixed mediums. So I agree. I think Bardstown Bourbon Company is your, what do we say? Your
Fine Arts.
Your Fine Arts Kids. All right. It's going on the board.
You could also argue that they're the nerds. But I kind of think that, Wilderness Trail's not on here, on this list.
Yes, they are.
Where? I don't see it.
Oh, well, they should be. Because they're
Do
on
you
the
have
trail.
the logo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Add that on there,
I kind
please.
of think Wilderness Trail is the nerds.
Wilderness Trail could also be the potheads. Right?
But you just said Wild Turkey.
Well, up for discussion. What do you guys think?
I don't know. Kim says we should consider Four Roses for Fine Arts. Oh, I guess, I mean, that's interesting because, you know, they have their own proprietary yeast strains and stuff, so they're doing their own thing. But they were really sticking to their one thing, right? Like, they do what they do.
There's our update.
Are they the good ats?
I mean, who isn't? I guess you could argue some aren't good at what they do. Or the best.
Who would be a loner on this list?
Loner.
Just doing...
Stitzel-Weller. What do they make again? Leighton Bow, question mark? Like, Stitzel-Weller.
Nowadays, yeah.
Distillery, where, you know, it was used to just be Bulleit was at the old Stitzel-Weller distillery. Now they're their own distillery.
Or is it Town Branch? Because they, like, make bourbon, but everyone's like...
I have a vote for Town Branch.
Oh, what do you think it is?
The foreign exchange student.
Oh, okay, because they do bourbon, but for a
They wish
Scotch
they
drinker
were
or an Irish
They,
whiskey,
yeah. I think they are. Yeah. Does everyone
Okay.
agree with that? With that one, at least?
We're, like, ping all over
I
the
know,
place.
yeah, probably
also,
a little too
I'm
much.
on empty.
We
I
do
want
need to
something
refill.
else.
In school suspension table is Evan Williams.
Yeah, you remember there was always, like, the kid who was always in trouble, no matter what. Did you have that? Like, we had a kid who was always in trouble, like, would get kicked out of every class, and you're just like, how is this kid still going to this school?
Yeah.
I don't know who that kid is.
I could see Wilderness Trail maybe being the potheads more than Wild Turkey. Wild Turkey could also be, like, the country kids.
I guess. I don't know.
Maybe a little bit of loners?
I mean, but why?
They just do their thing.
Everybody just does their thing.
I know, but they really just do their thing.
I don't know if I agree with that.
All right, we need help here. We're going to figure out something to drink. You guys think Wild Turkey. That's where we're moving next, okay? Wild Turkey. Wild Turkey. Matthew McConaughey, you know.
What about him?
Well, he's very laid back. He's a stoner. That's why I was saying stoner for Wild Turkey.
Okay.
They're out there in the country. Like, everyone's out there in the country, though. But
Scott Pigsley says Nulu is the stoners.
Nulu's not on the list, Scott. They're not on the trail.
He won't allow it.
If you guys want to look in the description of the video, I have all the ones that are on the trail, plus Buffalo Trace and 1792. Well, if we're talking Wild Turkey, we better grab some Wild Turkey.
Okay.
Turkey. What do you want from Turkey?
I don't know, something nice.
Got some Russells, got some Kentucky Spirit.
Nicer.
Saffel, Forgiven, Cornerstone.
Give me that Cornerstone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cornerstone.
Perfect.
I'm gonna do a little decades.
I just don't know. Maybe. Wait. Maybe Jim Beam isn't the jocks. Maybe Turkey is the jocks. Because they have, you know, a range of products, right? And they win awards. However, Turkey is known for 101 proof, right?
Yeah.
And above. Even though they do some things that are lower proof. Feels like they're known for their stronger stuff or starting at a stronger proof. And that makes me think jocks.
If that's the way you want to look at it, I guess I've been thinking
We're going to sit here and argue all night. We've got
I've been
two.
thinking of the way, we got three, of jocks as like bringing home the awards. Now that's really Buffalo Trace, right? The most awarded distillery, they say.
And we already did that.
Did that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Wild Turkey. The car guys. Okay.
The car guys. I love that.
Wild Turkey is definitely country kids, future farmers of America.
This smells good.
I mean, those are vote for jocks for Turkey. It's just an all right.
I mean, okay, you could make this argument.
What's that?
Barton 1792 also wins a lot of awards, also owned by Sazerac, related to the Populars, but not the same.
Yeah.
So you could make that argument because they have a connection to Buffalo Trace, but they're not the exact same.
I wish there was a category that encapsulated, they just keep their heads down and do the work. They just do the work. You know, like they suspended tours now. They're just like, nah, just let us work.
But that's what they're doing.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Just let us. I wish there was a category that reflected that. Is what I'm saying. You know.
I'm kind of feeling.
Yeah, Wild Turkey,
know.
Mud and Country. That's kind of what I feel like too, Mark. Like,
Chris, Buffalo Trace is not on the Bourbon Trail officially. Neither is 1792. But we have included them on this list because they are two major distilleries in Kentucky that choose not to participate in the Bourbon Trail.
yeah.
But then, you know, you don't have to pay to go on Buffalo Trace tour, so that's nice.
That's right, because they're saving
$250,000
a year.
And that's what it used to be. Who even knows? It's probably gone up.
They may have. I don't know. Wild Turkey's a tough one. So what are we between? We're between them, Wild Turkey being the jocks, and like the country kids.
I guess.
I don't know. Maybe we should put that one on the back burner.
Yeah, let's put it on the back burner.
Okay. We're going to move on.
Okay.
What's that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Well,
What you got?
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to go down this road.
What?
It could be a little spicy. I don't know. So, how do we say Bulleit? Their whole model is the same as Four Roses.
That's why I was
are they
trying to find that category of like, I don't want to call it appropriating, but like...
Or is it like the kid who just like punches you for lunch money and makes you copy their homework or whatever?
Oh, bully?
I don't know. No. Oh, see, I went down that road. I went too far. Reverse. Back out.
Yeah,
We'll leave that one. We'll leave that one alone.
Okay, we're gonna leave Bulleit alone for right now. Oh boy. Oh, John says posers. Yowza.
Old Forester.
Old Forester. Okay, first bottled bourbon they claim. Very banana-y.
They did it first.
They did it first.
They think they're the cool ones. I don't know. Are they cool? I think so.
They're like the OGs? There's no OG in here. Old Forester. Old Forester, what would they be? Are they the loner? Because you don't often really think, at least me, of Old Forester. It's just when it's there, it's there.
And they do have their own, like, barrel, like, their cooperage and everything. So they're just, like, off on their own, doing their own thing. They're living under their Brown-Forman umbrella, doing what they need to do.
Yeah. Ray's saying Old Forester it would be hipsters.
Oh. And Michael says band kids.
Like they did it first. Yeah, I get that. Like we're the first. We were bottling bourbon before it was cool. We're just gonna be over here in Louisville, on Whiskey Row that we have a series named after, the Whiskey Row series.
Yeah.
Doing it before it was cool.
I could go with that.
I could go with hipsters.
A lot of people are saying band kids though.
Band? Why? Band. I guess it's how you...
They're kind of on an island, but band kids are their own community, right?
Yeah, and they pretty much just... No, that's Four Roses. Four Roses people, like, super fans of Four Roses, they're like, Four Roses, that's it. That's all I need. Four Roses, me.
Yeah.
And they have an orchestra of 10 recipes, right?
Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I'm thinking Four Roses is... And they're also a little... If that band kids are also kind of nerdy kids... Bryn Elliott is all about the chemistry of things.
Right, they have their different recipes, their different instruments.
I think we just stumbled upon it. Four Roses is banned, unless people just outright disagree with that.
Wow, have we really spent 30 minutes just mulling this over and only getting 3 things done?
Yep.
If you disagree with Four Roses being band, or orchestra, whatever, when we say band, we also mean orchestra. Then speak now.
Oh, no, I may have missed Four Roses.
Yeah, I think you did. It's not on this list that you have here.
Oh, shoot.
Tim said, I said that 3 minutes ago. I'm sorry, I didn't see it in the chat.
Well, I'm just going to have to make a really lazy...
I will tell you what. I haven't had this in a while, and it's delicious. It tastes like butterscotch rye, and it's very yummy. 109 proof, yeah. I don't think ryes need to be as high, like as bourbons, because they have that spice. Frank C says Four Roses in Glee Club.
Yeah,
JG says
that's
they're the
same.
pretty ones. So yeah, Glee would be also like musical band, you know. You have different people singing different pitches or whatever.
Yeah.
Roscoe thinks that New Riff is the hipster.
Oh. Wait, who's the hipster?
New Riff.
New Riff. Okay.
You don't have that one.
Yeah, not on the trail. Da.
This font is really weird.
I was trying to go for like a written.
Like yearbookish.
Uh-huh.
I see.
It's actually the Malcolm in the Middle font.
Is Bulleit? I recognize that. Is Bulleit also not on the trail?
They are on the craft trail, technically.
The craft
still.
trail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nick says Bulleit is the kid who drives a Mercedes his junior year.
That was a clique in Clueless.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been a great show to watch, movie. I know the difference. To prepare for this. That would have been great.
Well, I YouTubed the clip and they only named like 3.
I know, but I like to watch it.
Yeah.
I just want to watch it. Come in here, Cher. What is that? It's just a dress, Daddy. Duh. I was going to go put something on. Dropouts. That's a good...
The dropouts?
Or like the ones who had to stay in, they got held back.
You could sort of put that as stoners.
Stoners/dropouts/ got held back.
But who would...
I don't know.
What distillery would that go with?
I have no idea.
Yeah. All right, Makers. Maker's Mark. They're sort of the loners. They're out there in Laredo, Kentucky. Nothing around them.
That's true.
All they do is weeded bourbon.
Oh.
They're like, get out of here. We're just doing weeded bourbon. We're a loner. What say you?
They do their red wax. Nobody else does it.
Yeah, no one else can do this.
No one else can do...
They're just going
to do their own thing all by themselves. Okay,
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into it. I think I'll allow it.
All right.
What do you guys think?
I'll put it up there. We can always
am
change
itchy.
it.
Ugh. I'm allergic to something. We'll figure it out later.
Okay. All right. Loners.
Ray says that Green River, previously Ozzy Tyler, is the kid that got held back.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
I like that.
I like that.
Nice. Nice, Ray.
And we have Ozzy Tyler on here. Where are you, Ozzy? No, you're not Ozzy Tyler. That's why you're Green River.
That's why, yeah.
Green River.
You always do that. We never decided... We never decided Jim Beam. We've not talked about Angel's Envy.
I will. I'll show you guys the screen here in a second. I'm just gonna get this going. Green River is the what? The dropouts? Dropouts, burnouts, stoner. Well, no,
yeah.
not stoners. Dropouts.
Just dropouts. Yeah. I feel like Evan Williams would be normals.
I'm gonna call it burnouts because they haven't officially dropped out, or they wouldn't be in the cafeteria.
I thought burnouts was just another way of saying stoner.
I kind of take burnouts as just like they're over it.
Oh, so he's gonna tell me that burnouts don't mean stoners now.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Get out of here.
I can change it to dropouts, but if they've dropped out, they wouldn't be in the cafeteria.
Okay. It's okay. I feel like Angel's Envy is... I know we have fine arts kids, but I also feel like theater kids would be their own thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, I kind of feel like Evan Williams would be the normals, because I feel like it's something that most people start with. It's like really approachable. They do their thing. It's good. Here's
our update. So Buffalo Trace is the populars. Heaven Hill are the floaters. Bardstown Bourbon Company is the fine arts kids. We got Four Roses, which I forgot to do the logo, so I just wrote Four Roses as the band kids. We got Maker's Mark as the loners. Town Branch is the foreign exchange. Got Green River over here, burnouts or dropouts, whichever you prefer. Yeah, there's a lot that we haven't decided on. Like Lex Row? Who knows?
I don't know.
We never settled on Wild Turkey. I still kind of think they might be the FAA. And Rabbit Hole. What would Rabbit Hole be?
I have no idea. This gnat.
I know.
Sorry. Oh, I thought it was there, but it was just a fuzz. I really I didn't really just want to slap.
Just wanted to smack
Okay,
me.
what about Woodford?
What about Woodford? Ooh. The preps.
We don't really have that as a thing.
Well, I think it should be.
How is it different than the populars?
Just because you're
The popular.
just because you're preppy doesn't mean you're popular. I think those are like your BMW crowds, your trust fund babies, your preps.
Well, earlier when we talked about other things, we talked about like the skaters or whatever. And I kind of feel like that should be Wild Turkey because they have that like high rye thing going on and the higher proof thing. So they're kind of edgy.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time connecting like that anyone at Wild Turkey could ride a skateboard.
That's not what we're talking about though.
I know. You know, it used to be only bikers drank Wild Turkey 101. And if you drank 101,
there have been several people in
you
here
were known
saying
as a ruffian.
there have been several people in here saying that turkey equals bikers.
Okay.
I didn't have any bikers at my school, but
Can we call
we
it
could.
shop class? Like the guys who love to, you know, like at Boy Meets World, it's the guy in the leather jacket. What was his name? Harley? I think his name is literally Harley. Right?
Harvey?
Oh, was it Harvey?
I don't know.
I thought it was Harley. They called him by his last name.
I have no idea. Somebody said Woodford is the... Jonathan said Woodford is the do you know who my father is crowd. That's what I would call preppy. Though.
Preppy, yeah, preppy.
And rich kids.
Let's lock in Woodford.
I think that they're the normals because they do their whole basis of their brand is we're sitting right in the middle of the flavor profile. We're not going out in any one direction. We're playing it safe right here in the middle.
That's true.
And I really feel like they're the normals, right? And Woodford Special Reserve is just like everyone's chill entry. Like it's there. Everybody knows it's there. You could get it, but you choose something else.
Okay, you've convinced me.
Have I convinced you?
Hopefully she's convinced you too, because that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Your Woodford Way is going on the board.
We might have to resume this another time. We haven't filled up all of our cafeteria tables.
Yeah. No kidding.
Brian, we've got a couple of super chats. We will get to those in 1 second once Chad's done playing with Photoshop. God. He's going to yell again. I don't want it. What should I drink next?
I guess it should be a distillery that we're trying to figure out. Right?
Well, dang. I don't know what's left that I want.
Woodford? There you are. We said the normals, right? Normals?
Yes. Show them the chart again.
Okay. Get there and...
Thank you for those of you who are saying that I'm correct. I appreciate it. I'm not always right, but when I am, it's most of the time.
Jeez. Okay. So just added Woodford as normals there. And we have Wild Turkey figured out, but it's just what to call it. It's the kids who are really the only class they care about is shop class. That's what they want to go to.
Who is this?
Wild Turkey.
Yeah, okay, maybe. Let's come back to that. Put a pin in that for a second because we have some super chats to read.
Okay.
And I don't want to miss them.
Right. Make sure.
I think we've got, yeah. Mm-hmm. So we have Marcus.
Oh, Marcus Aurelius
Thank you
again.
so much. Marcus
Thank
says,
you.
I'm relaxing with Jack Daniel's single barrel proof 130.9. More on the way this Wednesday by mail order. Nice. That's pretty cool that you can get that by mail.
Sweet.
He said, plus Wild Turkey 101, which I'm looking forward to trying for the first time. Whoa.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's not going to compare to your barrel proof stuff, but it's a good, solid utility bottle to keep around. He said, new to whiskey and bourbon, love you both the best. Well, thanks so much for, I would cheers you, but I don't have.
I wish I could remember the first time I tasted Turkey 101. Well, I didn't like it back then, but I wasn't ready. It kind of took a while to grow me. Thank you for that, Marcus.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And Brian saying Woodford basically does one proof, 90.4, so loner. And they basically...
That's an interesting argument.
Yeah, that is an interesting argument, Brian.
They could... You're right. I mean, because, again, they also just, like, do their own thing, too. So we could argue that they could be loners. But I kind of think, like, because of the way that they pitch their flavor profile as being, like, very middle of the road, not offensive to anyone, not jutting out in any one direction, which is kind of how we defined what
That's
is the normal.
Earlier, yeah. So Nick here with the super chat saying, Sug, send this to Patreon to categorize first time. Oh, suggestion.
Yes.
Yeah, send this to Patreon to categorize. Well, we wanted to include everyone here, and it's been a lot more of a...
I thought it was going to be easier than this.
Shit show. Let's see. Hold on. Where did I see this? Yeah, Gearheads. Okay, Gearheads. I'm getting that.
Can you give me the triple stave?
I can in a second.
Okay.
There was something I wanted to put up here on screen. I thought it was after Nick's. Chad is correct. There is a Harley. Cool. Man, where did it go? Blue Collar Kids. Yeah, that wasn't it. Well, sorry, I lost it. There was something. Someone made a really good point.
I don't know.
But now I can't find it. I lost it.
It's okay. Michael said Angel's Envy is the lunch lady. What? I like it. Ray had said something earlier. Actually, if we go back up, there were a couple of comments. Now I don't remember where they were.
I don't remember where it was.
Okay, never mind.
But I remember, I'm sorry, it just came to me. Someone said, Woodford is definitely the preps. Just look at their Derby, their Kentucky Derby bottle.
Oh, that's a great argument.
Derby,
like,
their box.
what do you call that?
Seersucker suits. Woodford could really be the preps.
Ray had said that Stitzel-Weller is the posers because it's not what it used to be, right?
I love that. We're putting it on the board, right?
He likes it. But before you put it on the board, can you hand me the triple stave?
Yes.
Thank you.
Son of
a... Just take a break. Take a breather. It's right there. To your right. Next.
What are you looking for?
The triple stave.
Triple stave.
It's next to the seagrass. Up. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for the suggestion, Jonathan. Appreciate it.
Where are you, Stitzel?
It's up there. Oh, that's what you were trying to do.
You good God. And this gnat! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I just blew your ears out, but I got it. So it was worth it.
You're only scaring me a little bit. I'm not sure what to do with you when you're like this. Just pour some bourbon on him. He'll be fine.
Pour some bourbon on me. Okay, Stitzel-Weller, we said...
Posers.
Yeah.
How did you spell it? There was a U in there. I've never seen that.
Oh, the French spelling.
The French spelling. Yes, headphone alert. Sorry about that. Chad had an outburst. It doesn't happen very often. That should be on your bingo card.
So is it just going to be P-O-S? Or are we putting this U
I think it was P-O-S-E-U-R-S. Is that it? How'd you do it?
U-R?
Yeah, S.
Posels.
Is that right? They're saying maybe you need some food.
No, I'm good there.
Man, this is tasty too. I like this a lot. We got asked questions about this. Would we pick this or the KBS stout, or would we pick this or the Ferrand? I would pick this. The Ferrand and the KBS are very good. This is just better. It's like, if they're top tier, this is above that. I mean, I don't know. I really love this bottle.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, as you can tell, look, we try to hang on to these things for a bit. And that might not seem like a lot to you. Like, we've had this since the end of last year. Yeah. So some people might be like, oh, well, if you've managed to hang on to it for that long, you must not like it very much.
Look at all we have, though. Yeah.
Our tastings are spread out.
Chad's going to be at the Spaz Kids table.
Yeah. If he doesn't behave himself, he's going to end up there.
Well, I shouldn't be operating Photoshop. Just wish it behaved more like After Effects.
Is there a snobs category? Because who would that be? Michael thinks it's Castle and Key. I don't think that. I mean, no, I don't think that. But
I mean, I could see where you're coming from, but they're also kind of...
I would say that they're more...
I'm going to put...
Maybe they're the new kids. But they're not the new kids, because that building is so, established, and...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
don't know. That's tough.
Yeah.
I don't like any of these categories. It doesn't feel fitting. It's like someone who has a lot of history, but is also...
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe somebody who came to your school before and then transferred back. You know what I mean?
Well, see, we already did Green River. I had an idea for Green River that also fit. Maybe it fits someone else.
Okay, tell me your idea.
It's the school transfer or the new kid. Sort of like we watched this episode of Rick and Morty where it was, what was the name of the kid who transferred? Chutback.
Bruce Chutback.
This doesn't cut the Chut. Bruce Chutback, everyone assumed he was cool because he didn't have any blemish on his social record yet. He hadn't done anything embarrassing, so he had unlimited potential. So everyone wanted to be Bruce Chutback's friend. I feel like Green River could have been that because they were Ozzy Tyler, and now they're like, let's...
It's sort of clean slate-ish.
You go into a new school so you can reinvent your persona, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going to... wear a cool hat and like this is a new me, or
but
whatever.
Also all it takes is one thing, like good or bad,
the same pants 2 days in a row, and like, all right, Bruce,
Chut pants.
That's
what they call. Sorry if you don't watch Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
you should. It's entertaining.
So who else could fit that, like the new kid, the transfer?
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like
Rabbit Hole.
But I feel like Castle and Key might be like the kid who moved away.
Well, I don't have a Castle and Key.
And then moved back. They're not on here. That's why you're steering me away from this.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm like, stop talking about Castle and Key, Sarah.
Fine. All right. I don't even know how that came up. I just thought it was on here.
It was in a comment.
I love YW said, this is fun and pointless. Kind of like school. I like that.
Brazo's saying that Barton is sort of like the invisible kids. You don't notice them, but they're everywhere.
I would say if we had an MGP, that's what I would say.
Yeah. Because they are
like
everywhere.
the wallflowers.
Yeah.
Almost.
The wallflower. Yeah, the wallflowers.
I'm running out of ideas, and I'm also running out of steam.
We haven't even done Jim Beam yet. We've talked about it.
You wanted FAA.
I think they are FAA.
Then
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Okay, he's doing it.
Toss another distillery out there.
Do you have... Wilderness Trail, because I still think they're like the nerds, like science nerds. They're in their lab. They might also be experimenting with drugs, but they are in the lab doing the things with the microscopes and the mixing potions.
I mean, I should, but it didn't look like I brought the logo in. But I can just do like I did for Furrows.
And then you should do it. Because we're running out. I can't believe that
It's flown by.
The time has flown by. And I'm exhausted. This has been very hard. I had to use my brain too much.
Way too much.
Didn't like it. Mm-mm.
Okay.
We didn't even fill up our cafeteria.
Jim Beam.
Okay, we had this discussion earlier. Originally, Chad had the title as Cafeteria Room. I was like, I have never in my life said the cafeteria room.
Well, it's not something you say. It's just something you read.
It's just the cafeteria.
It's sort of like Latin. I don't know. The cafeteria room.
It's just the cafeteria.
Short pants.
Like the library. You don't say the library room.
The library room.
It's just the library.
La biblioteca.
Oh, who's the teacher's pet? That's a good one, Abby.
Is that a clique, though? They don't hang out.
They don't hang out. It's true, but they kind of are on their own.
Sort of like, I guess the class clowns don't really hang out because they want to be the funny one of the group, so they're not going to hang out with each other.
I would say, like, teachers' pets are also kind of like the AP kids. Like, they're going to say, can I do extra credit?
They're probably the good
I finished early, can I read?
They're the good ats.
Okay, fine. I
feel like. Now, who is the good at?
Who are the goths? Dark. Alone. Just chilling. Being all moody. Who's being all moody?
I don't know if any of these distilleries are being all moody. Evan Williams, because they have a black label.
You could argue it. I don't know.
I really feel like we need to nail down Barton. We haven't nailed down Barton.
Okay.
But I don't know what to... They do the work. Maybe they're the good ats.
I mean, they do win awards, too.
They do. No one's going to be the anime manga fans
well,
of a distillery.
When you said international students, I feel like... Not that those are the same thing, but...
Well, we got foreign exchange for Town
Yeah,
Branch.
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that fits. I don't know. I think I lost this
Don't
steam
you do it,
for
Sarah.
the episode.
We need to get one more up here. One more on the board. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be, folks?
I don't know.
See, we got Heaven Hill. I really wish we could figure out Bulleit or Evan Williams or Barton. I feel like those are three that just...
Can I just say I love the participation from the chat on this episode?
Yes, it's been great.
This is the most random, unhelpful episode ever. It's like we're giving you no educational content. We're literally just goofing off, but I love that you guys are here.
Scott, please explain.
I'm having a great time.
Explain your premise. Bulleit is goth or class clown. I'm interested.
Class clown. Who is class clown?
I'm going to put Turkey up as the shop kids.
Okay. Sure. We never did jocks, though. Who's the jocks?
We didn't, did we?
I think it should be Turkey because of the proof, and it's strong.
But the biker connection, I think, is so strong. And they're not, like, super award-winning. Sure, they win awards, but... I guess they are all-American. Like Friday Night Football.
Yeah.
Okay. Wild Turkey will be the jocks.
Yes, I got my way. Finally.
You also got it on Woodford Reserve being the normals.
I did. I argued that one. I argued my case. Maybe I should have been on the debate team. We don't have a debate team category.
Also, well, I guess they probably do hang out, don't they?
Who?
Debate team people.
Probably. They travel
hang out
together
as a
and stuff.
clique?
Yeah. Debate team would have to be like a distillery that could go either way. They have either really great stuff or really not great stuff. Because you have to be able to argue both sides or whatever.
Yeah. What was,
I don't know.
Yeah, debate team. Isn't that what Peter Parker went on the trip in the first movie?
Yep.
Was it a debate team? Interesting.
No, it was. No, it was math, wasn't it?
Was it Mathletes?
It wasn't. It was math. I think it was Mathletes. It wasn't debate.
Oh, that's definitely a click. And that ties into Mean Girls. Not
Great.
that I've ever seen it.
Mathletes.
Mathletes.
Well, maybe that's Wilderness Trail that you don't have. Because it's sciencey. Nerdy.
Like,
But cool
yeah,
still.
Yeah. We haven't... Yeah, where is it? The Brains. Yeah. Where are they? Oh, there they go. Middle of the field.
I hate that they did that in this article. They were like upper class, middle class, lower class, or bottom of the ladder, top of the ladder. I'm like, that hurts my feelings. Ouch.
Where do we stand with not braining. Michters as being the nerds. I feel like they're kind of nerdy. And we don't have...
They are kind of nerdy.
We don't have nerds on here.
But I feel like they're very nerdy in their own... Right, well,
Brains.
brains and nerds. But I really feel like Wilderness Trail should be the brains or like the
Because of
mathletes
Dr.
or
Pat-
whatever. Yes.
Dr. Pat Heist?
And they do all that work for so many... They do everyone else's work
That's true.
for them. No?
As far as ones who are on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, I feel like, they're no MGP as far as doing other people's work, but
Right.
as far as a distillery that's on the Bourbon Trail, I feel like Wilderness Trail, their yeast alone is in like 50 other distilleries, and then they do actually contract distill for others and source for others.
And he's like a genius.
So, okay, Wilderness Trail,
Thank you.
which I did not bring the
Just type
graphic
it.
over, so I'm just going to have to type it again. Okay, I'll put you down here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, folks.
I feel like Michter's is Because they do their whole, like, entry-proof thing that's different than what everyone else does, so they want to be off on their own. But the way that they do that is also still nerdy. So, and they're, like, the whole flavor thing is unique. So they're not necessarily just nerds. They're a little, not cooler, but they try to have more style, if that makes sense. So I feel like they could be...
The hot nerds?
Well, or, like, if you said, like, AV Club. Nerds, but they're making videos that are cool.
They're artistic.
They're working with the skate kids to make a video.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, they're artistic nerds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Not saying that Wilderness Trail isn't artistic, but
Yeah.
it feels like Michter's is like a little flair on the nerdy. So do we like AV Club? I like it because I feel like they're like, I made this 16-minute short film that will change your life. And it's really nerdy, but it's also...
What distillery are we talking about?
Michter's.
Michter's for AV Club? Mm-hmm. I could get behind that. I could do it. Let's throw it up there and see if it sticks. Where are you, Michter's? There you are.
I don't know. That's just my... I'm also like... You could shoot me down at this point and I think I would just give in. Because I'm sleepy.
Okay. All right, Michter's. You are now the AV Club. Michter's. What's the chat saying, Sarah?
They're saying some stuff. Chad from the chat is saying that you keep letting me have my way. It's like we're married or something. This is... Someone mark this down. I don't usually get it. Who were the yearbook kids, says Bourbon Kingdom. Always trying to commemorate things. I would say that's like someone who releases a new product for, like, anything could happen. And they're like, a new product to commemorate. It's our 5th year doing this one thing. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who would that be?
I think everyone kind of does that nowadays.
I mean, everyone does do that nowadays. Like, they want to capture the memories.
You could also, I can hear arguably made for Buffalo Trace, you know, warehouse door slightly ajar for E.H. Taylor.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Let's take you back to the board here. This is what we've got going on so far. Things can be argued to be changed, of course. I think, you know, Woodford Reserve going to Preppies would be an easy change. Of course, Wild Turkey could be other things than the Jocks. Some of these I feel like are pretty, you know, pretty locked in, but there's always room for moving things around. Mm-hmm. But that's where we've gotten.
Yeah. We might have to pick this up another day. We'll
think
revisit
so.
the ones that we have and we'll finish the list.
And I'll get...
Because I'm sleepy.
Those graphics.
Yeah.
I'll get those.
We can play
graphics
with
in there.
more distilleries because we'll have more graphics.
More graphics.
We like more graphics.
Old Kata. Not on the trail.
Not on the trail.
What would they be? Do you want to splash with this? This was from Whisky Weekend. You didn't get any.
Future Farmers of America. You did FAA for
I did
airplanes.
FAA instead of FFA.
Like, you can't fly today.
Can't fly today, says Jim Beam. Yeah, let me fix that.
Thanks for calling that out, Sean.
FA.
We've come up with so many other categories of people, and I like that because I feel like shoving people and or products into just one thing is hard.
It is.
It feels very stereotypical.
Another one that I
Oh, more for me? Okay.
was thinking from just my high school was, what do they call it? It was like, they had like a, you know how they have like the Model UN? It was sort of like a model bank. I forget what they called it.
Like for the finance bros?
Kinda, yeah. It was like you could work at the.
Oh.
It's like maybe it was called like the Treasury or something. I can't remember.
Who would I put there? Finance bros.
I don't know if anyone really.
I might put Angels Envy there.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Intriguing.
So Sean's saying Evan Williams is the yearbook kids. They put out a lot of special event single barrels.
I was thinking the same
That's
thing.
True.
Sean. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
You could also say Jim Beam is the yearbook kids because they put out so many single barrels. Everyone's like, sign my single barrel. Sign my single barrel.
It's true, yeah. I mean, well, lots of places do single barrels. But
Yeah. Oh, we have a super chat here.
But then they also have like 4 Booker special releases a year plus and more.
And then Little Book. Doug with a super chat. That's a super chat from Doug.
Thank you, Doug. Scott Paisley wants to know what fictional high school you went to.
A very small
I had
school.
like the opposite experience from Chad. I think there was like 350 kids in my graduating class. Yeah, we had a lot of different groups.
Yeah.
We didn't have even like the computer science nerds on here. Like,
yeah, there's
programmers and
you can definitely in each category you can subcategorize.
We could break it down.
Like the nerds. There's the science nerds. There's the astronomy.
And like we have band kids, but we don't have kids who had their own bands.
Right.
Because that's very different, right?
The rocker kids or whatever. Yeah, true.
Rocker. AKA all my high school boyfriends.
The student body.
The president. Yeah. What about the
student body? I mean, you could also say that for Buffalo Trace. Like they're the student body. They're the president of the student body.
Are they? I don't know. Well, maybe.
They have a lot of influence, don't they?
Anyways, I like to... So, I've thought about this before, too. Like, you guys would hate this one, but, like, what if we categorized bourbons based on, like, what would their zodiac sign be? I think it would be funny. You know? Like, I think, again, I feel like Wild Turkey would be a Taurus because, like, they're going to do their thing. They're going to do what they want to do with their flavor profile, and they don't care what you think about it. Yeah. And, like, try to make them do something different. They'll dig their heels in.
True.
They're just going to go approachable and chill, and maybe occasionally they'll come out with something fancy, but for the most part, they're just going to be relaxed and do their own thing.
True.
And you're not going to stop them.
Jerry, I don't think there's really one on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail that fits into this, but going outside, I would say...
Don't say Blackened.
Number 9.
Typical.
Slipknot.
Typical. I think it should be something that, like... I don't know. Would you say... I mean, I kind of think, like, Booker's could be argued for very metal.
Being, like, one of the first...
Booker's will punch you in the face
and they're
if you're not careful.
One of the first... Well, they're not single batch, small batch barrel proofs.
I think this discussion would also be, maybe, it would make it harder because it would open it way up more, but it might make it easier on some sense because you could say specific bottles. Like, you could also say Stag Jr. is very metal, you know? It's like, it doesn't care about your feelings.
And then,
hardcore.
The biker would be probably, Rare Breed.
Rare Breed,
Because it's like 101, but it's turned up. It's barrel proof.
Or 101 just because it's like not...
It has that reputation.
It's
or it did.
Right. It's not that they're not expensive, but you know what I mean. Like you can walk in anywhere and get one. Like it's not... You don't have to go out of your way for it. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Because who has the time when they're on the road?
I like that.
I don't know. Anyways, I think this could be...
Yeah. One last look here at what what we've... accomplished.
Scott Paisley wants us to match the dog breed to different whiskeys. Someone said, "Who's the poodle?"
Okay, here we go. This is what we with the FFA being updated here. This this is what we got to tonight. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I think Blanton's is a poodle, just FYI.
Oh.
It has the special top, the special shape, and everything. Because, like, poodles have to get their little poofs shaped. They all have their little poofs.
Yeah.
I think that's what I would say.
Wow.
Yeah. If we're going to, like, what would be a hunting dog? Or, like, a basset hound, just droopy.
Droopy. Oh, yeah. I don't know. We're thinking about this too much already.
We could do so many episodes like this. How much would it annoy you?
But it's good to have a little break from the norm.
Yeah, it's nice to just goof off a little bit
and
just drink for fun
like this.
Yeah, we like it.
Got one last super chat here of the evening, and it comes from Roger, who's saying, lucked into a bottle of Four Roses LE 2021 for my birthday, May 7th.
Ooh,
happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday. We are officially in May now, so it is officially Chad's birthday month.
And it's officially time for someone to say, it's gonna be May.
No, that would have been yesterday, because it is May now. May. It was gonna be.
Yeah. Thanks for your best of video. Cheers to all the May birthdays. Well, that includes me, Roger. I appreciate that. Cheers to you.
All cheers you Tauruses. Stubborn asses.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't care.
Pretty much. Yeah, turkey could be a hunting dog as well. That's true. Yeah.
Well, I had a good time. I hope you had a good birthday, John. Oh, he's a Taurus too.
That's right.
Look at you guys.
Stubborn. So stubborn.
Ah.
All right. So,
I don't know. We'll have to ask Melissa about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you had any strong feelings about these one way or the other, you can always go back and leave a comment in the replay of this episode.
Thanks for sticking on for some extra time for us. This was a long one, but it was interesting for us.
It was. We could have gone on for another hour and a half with this. So yep. Thanks, guys. Next Sunday
will be Chad's birthday stream, so buckle up.
That's right, because we will be my actual birthday week. We won't be doing a live that week because we'll be.
Yes, your birthday falls in the middle of the week, so it will be the Sunday before your birthday that falls on Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember.
Boom. There you go. I like it.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Whoops.
That's not it.
That's the wrong. Not
thing.
that graphic. Not that graphic.
That's not the one.
Cue this graphic. There we go. There it is. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you next time. See you Sunday for my birthday.
Bye.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.